So friends, let's read Class 11's Chapter 4, Animal Kingdom of Biology. The aim of this audiobook module is to make reading easy for everyone, especially for those who get distracted easily. When you look around, you will observe different animals with different structures and forms. As over a million of species of animals have been described till now, the need for classification becomes all the more important. The classification also helps in assigning a systemic position to newly described species. This is the reason why we need classification. What will be the basis of this classification? In spite of differences in structure and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells. Arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of the coelom. Coelom is body cavity, pattern of digestive, circulatory, or reproductive systems. These features are used as the basis of animal classification, and some of them are discussed here. What is the basis of classification? Common features. Levels of organization. This is like our building blocks, how our body is built. Though all members of Animalia are multicellular, all of them do not exhibit same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. That is, they exhibit cellular level of organization. Some division of labor activities may occur among the cells. In coelenterate, the arrangement of cells is more complex. Coelenterate is the one with the body cavity. Okay, like us, we have body cavity. And here, the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues. Hence, is called tissue level of organization. A still higher level of organization is organ level. Is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes and other higher phylum. Phyla is phylums plural, where tissues are grouped together to form organs, each specialized for a particular function. In animals like annelids, arthropods, the insects, mollusks, echinoderms, chordates, organs have associated to form functional systems, each system concerned with a specific physiological function. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Okay, so we started with the cell, tissue, organ. Now organ system, like how we started, like they are like our rudimentary forms, ancestral forms, primordial forms. Okay, organ system in different group of animals exhibit various pattern of complexities. For example, digestive system in platyhelminthes, the flatworms, has only a single opening in outside of the body that serves both mouth and anus. Same. Okay, hence it is called incomplete. A complete digestive system has two openings: the mouth, ouch, the mouth to anus. Okay. Similarly, the circulatory system of two types: open type, in which blood is pumped out of heart and the cells are directly bathed with it; closed type, in which blood is circulated through series of vessels varying diameters, the arteries, veins, and capillaries. So that was based on the level of organization. Now, based on symmetry. Symmetry is like this crab is shown here and this diagram. If it is same on both sides, if you keep a mirror, if both sides same look similar. Okay. Animals can be categorized on the basis of symmetry. Sponges are mostly asymmetrical. Okay. Any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal halves. When any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organism into two identical halves, it's called radial symmetry, which is absent in what? Sponges. Coelentrates, ctenophores, and echinoderms have this kind of body plan. Which one? A radial symmetry. That is, anywhere you divide, it looks same. Okay. Now, animals like annelids, arthropods, etc., where the body can be divided into identical left and right halves in only one plane. Like if you take arthropods, any insect, you cannot. This is a insect. You can only cut it like this. There is no other plane where you will get equal halves. Only this one. So that is called bilateral symmetry. Radial symmetry is like the circle where you have too many radius. You can cut in any plane. Bilateral is only you have two planes. Now the third classification, diploblastic and triploblastic organization. Animals in which the cells are arranged into two embryonic layers is called like that is what is the two embryonic layers? Ectoderm and endoderm. They are called diploblastic. Example, coelentrates. Like where is this diploblastic? See here only you have endoderm and ectoderm. No other germ layer. This one is Kali, nothing. Onula. Okay. An undifferentiated mesoglia is present between the ectoderm. This is undifferentiated. The cells are not they are not equipped with any special functions. Okay. But in ectoderm and endoderm, we have special functions. Ectoderm is for internal organs. Ectoderm is usually your skin and all the outer organs. In coelentrates, the undifferentiated layers, this we have read. Now, what about the other diagram we saw? Now, those animals in which the developing embryo has a third germinal layer, that is mesoderm, are called triploblastic. Example, platyhelminthes to up above chordates. Okay. Now, coelom, presence of or absence of cavity between the body wall and the gut wall. This is gut. This is your body wall. Okay. The body cavity which is lined by mesoderm is called coelom, and animals possessing coelom are called coelomates. Example, annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, and chordates. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Okay, that like this. Mesoderm is in scattered pouches. Instead, the mesoderm is such a body cavity is called pseudocoelom, and animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomates. Example, Askelmenthus. The animals in which body cavity are absent are called acoelomate. See, there is no cavity. This is your gut wall, this is your body wall, there is nothing between them. This is okay. Segmentation. What we have read so far, segregation was based on first level of organization, then symmetry, then diploblastic and triploblastic, only the germ layers. Then again coelom. Coelom is the space between the gut wall and body wall. Then segmentation. In some animals, body is externally or internally divided into segments with the serial repetition in of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm. So in earthworms, the body shows the pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomena is called metamerism. Okay. Notochord. Notochord, similar to spinal cord, is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during the embryonic development in some animals. Animals with notochord are called chordates, and those animals which do not form this structure are called non-chordates. Example, porifera and echinoderms. Classification of animals. The broad classification of Animalia based on common fundamental features are mentioned in a table. Forward. This is the table. Okay. Just this is a roadmap of what we are going to see further in the topics. First, Animalia. Um, level of organization, the most primitive one is cellular level. They are asymmetrical and acoelomate, they don't have body cavity, porifera. Now, animals with tissue, organ, or organ system level of classification are divided on the basis of radial and bilateral symmetry. The primitive one without any body cavity, coelenterata and ctenophore. Coelenterata have coelen in name but do not have any coelom. Okay. Then bilateral symmetry, that is they can be only divided in one plane. Without body cavity, platyhelminthes, flatworms. With false body cavity, Askelmenthus. And the true body cavity are Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. Now here it is given extra point that this echinochordata here, guys. Sorry, I kind of rubbed it. This echinochordata exhibit both radial and bilateral symmetry depending on the stage of its life. Okay. Now phylum Porphyra, the first phylum, primitive one. The member of this phylum are known as sponges. They are generally marine and mostly asymmetrical animals. They are primitive multicellular animals and have cellular level of organization. Yes, cellular. They are the only one in the cellular group. Okay, wow. Now sponges have a water transport and canal system. Water enters through, see, this is the entry point, ostia in the body wall into a central body cavity, spongocyl, and goes out through osculum. So in input ostia, it enters inside the body spongocyl and output osculum. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiratory exchange, and removal of waste. Okay. Choanocytes or collar cells line the spongocyl and the canals. Digestion is intracellular. The body is supported by a skeleton made up of spicules or spongin fibers. Sexes are not separate, they are hermaphrodite. That is, eggs and sperms are produced by the same individual. Okay, note this point. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and development is indirect, having a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Okay, its baby form and adult form are totally different in looking. Now, example of those porphyra sponges is the Sycon, Scypha, Spongilla. It is English name is common name. So this is the botanical name, the scientific name, and this is the common name, freshwater sponge. And Euspongia means bath sponge. The next phylum, Coelenterata. Okay, this has tissue level of organization, but no coelom, that no body cavity. Okay, this please concentrate here. Okay, this could be confusing. They are also aquatic, mostly marine. Sessile means non-motile. Okay, non-motile and free swimming, radially symmetrical. That is, you can cut them on any plane. The name Nidaria is derived from nidoblast or nidocytes, which contain the stinging capsules or nematocytes. What is nematocytes? Stinging capsules present on the tentacles. Tentacles like octopus. The octopus has the tentacle-like structure, no? Like that, and the body. Nidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense, and for capture of the prey. Three actions of the this tentacles. Okay, three functions. Now, cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization are diploblastic. They have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening, mouth on hypostome, and digestion is extracellular plus intracellular. Okay, both. Some of the cnidarians, example corals, have a skeletal composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarians exhibit two basic body forms called polyp and medusa. Okay, this you have to remember. Okay, there are two forms. Here in the picture, see the medusa is the girl-like one. Okay, the first one. And the second one is polyp. Okay. The former means this polyp is immotile, sessile. The former. Example, Hydra Adamsia. So the second one, this is Hydra. This is immobile. And whereas the umbrella shaped, that is the Medusa one, A1. This um, exhibit free swimming. They are also called jellyfish, guys. Aurelia and jellyfish. Polyp is Hydra and the jellyfish is Medusa. Then those ingredients which exist in both forms exhibit alternation of generations. Metagenesis, that is, polyp produces Medusa asexually and Medusa forms polyp sexually. Okay. Example: Physalia, Portuguese man of war, Adamsia sea anemone, Penatula sea pen, Gorgonia sea fan, Meandrina brain coral. Now the next phylum, Stenophora, commonly known as sea walnuts. or comb jellies are exclusively marine, again radially symmetrical, diploblastic with tissue level of organization. Everything is same as need area. The body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates. Okay, we have 8 ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. Bioluminescence. It is a very pretty property. It allows the living organism to emit light. It at nights in the sea you can see the waves and all will be very bright light blue color. Is well marked in ctenophores. Sexes are not separate. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. Example: Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. Next phylum, Platyhelminthes flatworms. Those are dorsoventrally flattened body, hence are called flatworms. These are mostly endoparasites found in animals, including human beings. Inside us also, flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical. Only one plane. You can cut triploblastic acoelomate animals with organ level of organization. Hooks and suckers are present in the parasite forms. Some of them absorb nutrients from the host directly from the host's body. Specialized cells called flame cells help in osmoregulation and excretion. Sexes are not separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages. Some members like planaria possess high regeneration capacity. What does that mean? See, this is how planaria, somewhat like this only. Planaria also looks okay, but this is liver fluke, but similar structure only. You can cut in this planaria in many different pieces, and every piece will come into a new planaria. It will regenerate into new planaria. Okay? That is what they mean in this sentence. Other examples: tinea, tapeworm, fasciola, that is liver fluke. Now next phylum, Ascalminthus. That was flatworm, earlier we saw, now roundworm. They have circular cross section. They are free living, not parasite guys. They could be free living, they are aquatic. They could be sorry. They could be free living, they could be aquatic, they could be terrestrial, they could be parasitic in plants and animals, both. Roundworms have organ system level of body organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and pseudocoelomate. Okay. The alimentary canal is complete with a well-developed muscular pharynx. An excretory tube removes body waste from the body cavity through excretory pore. Sexes are separate, that is, they are called dioecious. Males and females are distinct. Often females are longer than the males. Fertilization is internal, development may be direct. The young ones resemble the adult. In the direct, that is, they mean the fertilization could be direct, in which the young ones are similar to adults, or it could be also indirect. Now, examples: Ascaris roundworm, Wuchereria filarial worm, the one that causes elephant feet, and Ancylostoma. Ancylostoma. Next, phylum Annelida. Oh my god, looks creepy. They may be aquatic, marine as well as freshwater, or terrestrial, free living, or sometimes parasitic. They exhibit organ system level of body organization, bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, metamerically segmented, and coelometrocoelom. Their body surface is distinctly marked out in the segments, or also called metameres, and hence the phylum name Annelida means annulus means little ring. They possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help in locomotion, that is movement. Aquatic annelids like Nereis possess lateral appendages, parapodia. See, this is Nereis, it has lateral appendages. Appendages means like limbs. Um, your hands and legs are also your appendages. Now, parapodia, which help in swimming, a closed circulatory system is present. Nephridia, a singular form is nephridium, help in osmoregulation and excretion. Neural system consists of paired ganglia, singularly called ganglion, connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cords. Nereis, an aquatic form, is dioecious, but earthworms and leeches are monoecious. That is hermaphrodites, both male and female in one body. And reproduction is sexual. Examples: Nearest, Ferrithima. See, earthworm have very cute names because they are cute, they don't bite us. Ferrithima. And Hirudinaria, blood-sucking leech. Now next, phylum Arthropoda, the most pretty and scary group. This is the largest phylum of Animalia, which includes insects. Over two-thirds of all named species on the earth are arthropods. They have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, segmented, and ciliate animals. The body of arthropods is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. The body consists of head, thorax, abdomen. They have joint appendages. Arthros means joint, appendages means poda. Then respiratory organs are gills, book lungs, tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type, that is heart pumps into an open cavity. They don't have blood vessels like us. Sensory organs like antenna, eyes. Eyes could be compound or simple. Statocytes or balancing organs are present. Excretion takes place through Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. That is, every criteria has some exceptions. Then development may be direct or indirect. Examples: economically important insects: apis, honeybee, bombyx, silkworm, lassifer, lag insect. Vectors, the disease transmitters: Anopheles, Culex, Aedes. Gregarious pest, locust. Living fossil, Limulus, king crab. Now, phylum Mollusca. This is the second largest animal phylum. Mollusks are terrestrial or aquatic. In aquatic, also marine or freshwater, having one organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and coelomate animals. Body is covered by a calcareous shell and is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. See, hump. A soft and spongy layer of skin forms a mantle over the visceral hump. The space between the hump and the mantle is called mantle cavity, in which feather-like gills are present. They have respiratory and excretory functions. The anterior head region has sensory tentacles. The mouth contains a file-like rasping organ for feeding called radula. Now next, they are usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. Examples: Spila, apple snail, pink tada, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo, squid, devilfish is octopus, aplysia, sea hare, dentalium, tusk shell, Chaetoplura, chitin. Now, phylum Echinodermata. These animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles and hence the name Echinodermata, spiny bodied. All are marine with organ system level of organization. The adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical but larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth on the lower ventral side and anus on the upper dorsal side. The most distinctive feature of the echinoderms is the presence of water vascular system which helps in locomotion, capture and transfer of food and respiration. Like you can see starfish videos, it moves with secreting water. Okay, and excretory system is absent. It is absent because water is already released in for locomotion, capture of food and transport of food. So along with water, waste will also be secreted. Sexes are separate. Reproduction is sexual. Fertilization is usually external. Development is indirect with free swimming larva. So this is the adult form and the larva is free swimming. Now examples: Asterias, starfish, echinus, sea urchin, Antidon, sea lily, Cucumeria, sea cucumber, Ophiura, brittle star. Oh my god. Now phylum Hemichordata. Hemichordata was earlier considered as a subphylum under phylum Chordata, but now it is placed as a separate phylum under non-Chordata. Hemichordates have a rudimentary structure in the collar region called stomochord, a structure similar to notochord. And this phylum consists of small group of worm-like marine animals with organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic coelomate animals. The body is cylindrical and is composed of an anterior proboscis. In the photo, you can see anterior proboscis, a collar, and a long trunk. Circulatory system is of open type. Respiration takes place through gills. Excretory organ is proboscis gland. Sexes are separate and fertilization is external. Development is indirect. Example: Balanoglossus or Saccoglossus. Phylum Chordata. Animals belonging to phylum Chordata are fundamentally characterized by the presence of notochord and a dorsal hollow nerve cord and a paired pharyngeal gill slits. They are bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic coelomate with organ system level of organization. They possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. The table 4.1 shows a comparison of salient features of chordates and non-chordates. Now in chordates, notochords are present. Central CNS is dorsal. Dorsal means on the back. It is hollow and single. Pharynx perforated by gill slits. Heart is ventral. Heart is placed anteriorly, and the post-anal part tail is present. Now in the non-chordates, notochord is absent. CNS is ventral and solid and double. Gills are absent, and the heart is at the back if it is present. Then the post-anal tail is also absent. Now this chordata is divided into three subphyla: Urochordata, also known as Tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Subphyla Urochordata and Cephalochordata are often referred to as protochordates and are exclusively marine. The Urochordata notochord is present on the in larval tail, while in Cephalochordates it extends from the head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life. Example of Urochordata: Ascidia and Salpa doliolum. Cephalochordata example: Brachiostoma, Amphixus, or lancelet. The members of subphylum Vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. Thus, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Besides the basic chordate characters, vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart with 2, 3, or 4 chambers, and kidney for excretion, osmoregulation, and a paired appendages which may be fins or limbs. Now here we have uh, subphylum of Vertebrata, the third group in chordates. Division: Agnatha and Gnathostoma. Agnatha means there is no jaw, and Gnathostoma has a jaw. Now, under Agnatha, we have Cyclostoma. Under Gnathostoma, we have superclasses of Pisces, that is fish. They have fins, and Tetrapoda, the ones with limbs. Now, in the Pisces, we have chondrichthyes, chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. And in tetrapods, we have amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammals. Now, in the class Cyclostoma, all the living members of class Cyclostoma are ectoparasites on some fishes. They have an elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cyclostomes have a sucking and circular mouth without jaws. See, they have no jaw, just a mouth and too many fins. Their body is devoid of scales and paired fins, no scales. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is closed type. Cyclostomes are marine but migrate for spawning of. They migrate. Marine is they are in salt water, but they migrate for spawning to fresh water. After spawning, within few days they die. Their larvae after metamorphosis returns to ocean. Example: Petromyzon lamprey and Mixin hagfish. Now we have the Pisces, in which we have chondrichthyes, the cartilaginous fish. They are marine, streamlined body, but have cartilaginous endoskeleton. Mouth is located ventrally. Notochord is persistent throughout life. Gill slits are separated without operculum. Operculum means gill cover. The skin is tough, contains minute placoid scales. Teeth is modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed Their jaws are very powerful. These animals are predaceous. Due to absence of air bladder, they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. So they're always swimming, guys. Example of cartilaginous fishes, Scoliodon peristis. In this cartilaginous fishes, they have two-chambered heart, one auricle, one ventricle. Some of them have electric organs seen in torpedo, and some possess poison sting seen in trigon. They are cold-blooded poikilothermous animals. They lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature. Sexes are separate. The male pelvic fern bears claspers. They have internal fertilization, and many of them are viviparous. They give babies. Examples: Scoliodon dogfish, Prestis sawfish, Carcharodon great white shark, Trigon stingray. Now, osteichthyes. Osteichthyes, they include both marine and freshwater fishes with bony endoskeleton. The body is streamlined, mouth is mostly terminal. They have four pairs of gills which are covered by an operculum on each side. Skin is covered by cycloid or tenoid scales. Air bladder is present which regulates buoyancy. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle, one ventricle. They are cold-blooded animals. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is usually external. They are mostly oviparous and development is direct. Examples of the marine one is Exocoitus flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Freshwater we have rohu, lebio, cutla, clarius, mangur, and in aquarium we have betta, fighting fish, pterophyllum, angelfish. Class Amphibia. As the name indicates, amphi means dual life. Amphibians can live in aquatic as well as terrestrial habitats. Most of them have two pair of limbs, that is four limbs. Body is divisible into head and trunk. Tail may be present in some. The amphibian skin is moist without scales. The eye have eyelids. A tympanum represents ear. The alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tract opens into a common chamber called cloaca, which opens to the exterior. Respiration is by gills, lungs, or through skin. The heart is three-chambered, two auricles, one ventricle. They are cold-blooded. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. They are oviparous, and development is indirect. Example: Buffo, called toad; Rana, that is frog; Hyla, that is tree frog; Salamandra, that is salamander; Ichthyophis is limbless amphibia. Now we have class Reptilia. The class name refers to creeping or crawling mode of transportation. Here reptum means creep or crawl. They are mostly terrestrial animals and the body is covered by dry cornified skin, epidermal scales or scutes. They do not have external ear openings. Tympanum represents ear. The limbs, when present, are two pairs. Heart is usually three-chambered but four-chambered in crocodiles, reptiles, or poikilotherms, cold-blooded. Snakes and lizards shed their scales as skin cast. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Example: Chelone, that is turtle; Testuda, tortoise; chameleon, tree lizard; calots, garden lizard; crocodile, alligator; hemidactylus, wall lizard. Poisonous snakes: Naja is cobra, Bungarus is curate, and Viperia is viper. Now, class aves. The characteristic feature of aves, that is birds, are presence of feathers, and most of them can fly except the flightless birds, ostrich, penguin. They possess beak. The forelimbs are modified into wings. Their hind limbs generally have scales and are modified for walking, swimming, and clasping the tree branches. The skin is dry without glands except the oil gland at the base of the tail. Endoskeleton is usually fully ossified, bony, and long bones are hollow with air cavities. Pneumatic. The digestive tract of birds have additional chambers. The crop and gizzard. The heart is completely four-chambered. They are warm-blooded, homeothermous animals. That is, they are able to maintain a constant body temperature. Respiration is by lungs. Air sacs connected to lungs supplement respiration. Sexes are separate, fertilization is internal, they are oviparous, and development is direct. Example: Corvus crow, Columba pigeon, Psittacula parrot, Struthio ostrich, Pavo peacock, Aptenodytes penguin, Neophron vulture. Now the class Mammalia. We are here. They are found in variety of habitats: polar ice caps, deserts, mountains, forests, grasslands, and dark caves. Some of them have adapted to fly or live in water. The most unique mammalian characters is the presence of milk-producing glands, mammary glands, by which the young ones are nourished. They have two pair of limbs adapted for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or flying. The skin of a mammal is unique in possessing hair. The external ears or pinnae are present. The different types of teeth are present in the jaw. Heart is four-chambered. They are homeothermous. Respiration is by lungs. Sexes are separate and fertilization is internal. They are viviparous with few exceptions and development is direct. Example: oviparous, we have Ornithorhynchus platypus. In viviparous, we have Macropus kangaroo, Petropus flying fox, Camelus camel, Macaca monkey, Ratus rat, Canis dog, Felis cat, Elephas elephant, Ecus horse, Delphinus common dolphin, the common dolphin, Balaenoptera blue whale, Panthera tigris tiger, Panthera leo lion. Sharing distinctive features of all phyla under animal kingdom is given in a table. Okay, this you can see. It will be very helpful. After reading the whole chapter, you can read this table. Now the summary, guys. Just one page. The basic fundamental features such as level of organization, symmetry, cell organization, coelom, segmentation, notochord, etc. have enabled us to broadly classify the animal kingdom. Besides the fundamental features, there are many other distinctive characteristics which are specific for each phyla or class. Porphyra includes multicellular organisms which exhibit cellular level of organization and have characteristic flagellated choanocytes. The coelentrates have tentacles and bear nidoblasts. They are mostly aquatic, could be sessile, immotile, or free floating. The ctenophores are marine animals with comb plates, 8 comb plates. The platyhelminthes have flat body and exhibit flat symmetry only. The parasitic form shows distinctive suckers and hooks. In Ascalminthus, we have pseudocoelomates and include parasitic as well as non-parasitic roundworms. Now, annelids are metamerically segmented animals with true coelom. Arthropods are most abundant group of animals characterized by presence of joint appendages. Mollusks, the second largest, have a soft body surrounded by external calcareous shell. The body is covered with external skeleton made up of chitin. The echinoderms possess a spiny skin. Their most distinctive feature is the presence of water vascular system. The hemichordates are a small group of worm-like marine animals. They have a cylindrical body with proboscis, collar, and trunk. Now, the phylum Chordata includes animals which possess a notochord either throughout or during early embryonic life. Other common features observed in the chordates are the dorsal hollow nerve cord and paired pharyngeal gill slits. Some of the vertebrates do not possess jaws, agnatha, whereas most of them possess jaws, gnathostoma. Agnatha is represented by the class Cyclostoma. They are the most primitive chordates and are ectoparasites on fishes. Gnathostoma have two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Classes Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes bear fins for locomotion and are grouped under Pisces fishes. The Chondrichthyes are fishes with cartilaginous endoskeleton and marine. Classes Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, Mammalia have two paired limbs and thus grouped under Tetrapoda. The amphibians have adapted to live both in land and water. Reptiles are characterized by the presence of dry cornified skin. Limbs are absent in snakes. Fishes, amphibians, and reptiles are poikilothms, cold-blooded. Aves are warm-blooded animals with feathers on their bodies and forelimbs modified into wings for flying. Hind limbs are adapted for walking, swimming, and perching and clasping. In birds, the unique features of mammals are the presence of mammary glands and hairs on the skin. They they commonly exhibit viviparity, that is, they give birth to child, not eggs. That's it, guys. All the best.